Hello, guys. I appreciate everyone who tuned into my last VOD, watched me struggle to learn the Caravan. And I tell you what, I felt like I owed it to her to do another stream with her because her and I have come to understand each other a little bit. Just an amazing aircraft. And my biggest gripe is I was fumbling with the Garmin and I was just tuning wrong. Anyway, really excited to take her out flying right now. We got just a beautiful sunset forming off the Pacific coast. And we're going to spend about an hour flying from here to 2 destinations. Let's get going while there's still daylight. Okay, got the power on. I'm going to pull this inertial separator, keep any rocks from getting blown in. Fuel boost on. Starter. Fuel boost to norm. Starter off. Bring on the rest of the avionics here. Heading out from Prince Rupert, gonna blast off to the west, at a 240 heading to Masset, make a touch and go basically, and then hook it here for catching it actually up here. Don't have much guidance coming out, just gonna check comm frequencies here. It's like 123.275 or Unicom, not sure. And here's what I was struggling with before. Stupid just karma stuff. I can't believe I didn't get that. And it just, it's right there. It's working just fine. Let's see if I got that frequency right. Nope, they want me on Unicorn. So I'm still learning how to read these Canadian VFR maps. It's different than the US. The US airports will almost always list the Unicom frequency here. But I don't see them here, and I even dove into these airport information pages. These are nav frequencies. I'm not getting much in the way of comm. It's saying 122.5 here. It does have an AWS. Let's try that. 128 point. I gotta check that frequency again. 128.575. And then I'll tune Unicom on the other one. We'll get out of here.
Charlie Yankee Papa Romeo automated weather observation 0200 Zulu. Wind 249 or at 20. Visibility 6. Sky condition 1,700 feet scattered, 8,000 feet scattered. Temperature 15C, dew point 13C, altimeter 299
Cool.
Charlie Yankee Papa Romeo automated weather observation 0200.
Alright, gonna go outbound 240. Just gonna set autopilot for the way out. And we'll just cruise out at like 2,000 for starters. Vertical speed, climb out at about 500-600. She's pretty light. I was gonna load her up, but we'll just go free flying. Keep her light and nimble. Let's see, what's left? Checklist. We'll get the flaps set right now. Oh, should have put my beacon on earlier. That's a safety issue. Go ahead and put the taxi light on.
Charlie Yankee Papa Romeo traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is taxiing to runway 31.
Alright, beacon going on. Strobe on, that is. Full power.
Charlie Yankee Papa Romeo traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taking off runway 31 west departure.
Pulling the flaps. Braking the autopilot. Right into the sun, how nice. Alright, just checking some maps, y'all. No beacon or anything, we're just gonna have to eyeball the whole way in. I do have another nav frequency up here I can tune. Oh, I got the chart open, I should grab it. 117.1 for Dead Island. Pushing RPM's just a little bit. Read that the target is 1900, so let's keep it at about 1890 or so. Alright, it's going to be a pretty good flight out over the water. Probably get a little more altitude just to get a better glide out there. Got a ways to go, about 50 miles. Keep cranking that altitude. Go up to like 5,000-ish. Since we're heading west, we should be odd, rather even. And because we're VFR, we should be on the 500. So 4,500 on the way out. Kill these taxi lights. And I'll close the initial separator for the cruise. Should be fog free now. Oops, hang on a second. Whoa, that was a close one. I knew I had a sound issue in here, guys. I went to go fix that. Glad she held together for that. Holy smokes. Took her right to the limit for sure. Alright, I gotta reestablish. Autopilot. Maybe. The autopilot might be broke now. Seems like one good yank like that's kind of messed them up before for me. She came back to life though. Good. So... cruising out of here. We should be just passing these islands, the Archibalds. So yeah, last time I flew her, I probably didn't give myself a good starting chance because I was battling some serious weather. and I should have chose some more serene conditions like tonight for my first flight out, because I was just too busy trying to keep the aircraft level that I pilot errored. I didn't know that I was trying to turn this switch, and I was confusing myself with this one up here, which is just an audio level, which in fact is, I think, an off. I messed with this. It doesn't change anything volume-wise. Again, maybe I'm wrong. But this is how you change the frequencies with these two. Duh. Silly me. And then the transfer. And I'd done it before in the Diamond, but I guess I just, you know, muscle memoried it, for lack of a better word. Starting to see signs of land out there. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's take a look outside. Gonna try and step on the speed a little bit, messing with the prop pitch. I gotta learn how to use this properly. Just gotta pull back about 10%. And my limit, as I understand, this is the big limit they all watch, the operators, this 1900 limit on the RPM. So hopefully I can push more torque if I pull the RPMs back, then I can just give it a little more gas and watch the temp and the torque. As long as those are all near the top, then I'm at optimal performance, I figure. And I probably could climber another couple thousand for better performance, but I'm getting pretty close to the end point anyway. Hey, Forest Father, thanks for the sub, man. Thanks for the sub. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support. Flying out of British Columbia, Prince Rupert. I'll show you my itinerary. This is Prince Rupert, and I like to operate out of Bella Bella down here. I'm hoping to actually go. Maybe not going to make it there tonight, but we're going to go here and then head north to Ketchikan, which is a really cool airport. Try to get up there before it gets too dark. It's got a cool lit up runway. But just gonna stop here, I guess, drop off some supplies, pick up some other stuff. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Prince Rupert is breathtaking. All of that British Columbia coast is some of the most prettiest place I've ever seen. Let's go ahead and do that climb. You know, in good aviation spirit, right? Let's put altitude 4,500. Yep, that's set. Just gonna switch over, I guess. Yeah, 500 foot a minute climb. Take it kind of easy getting up there. Bernie. I don't know where that is. Nearby, I presume? Nearby Prince Rupert? I have only seen a small part of that area in real life, but that's what's so great about this sim, right? Is we can go check out all these other places. I pretty much figure this is the best job in piloting right here, running these British Columbia islands. Amazing. Gotcha. Gotcha. I wonder what that's like over there. Actually, I flew over there. It's just kind of, yeah, Eastern Rockies, like anywhere else, really. I mean, I flew into there in the sim, I should say. I haven't done it in life. Yeah, very mountainy, for sure. Getting dark a little sooner than I'm in for it to be. Might have to reboot the clock when we get there. Let's see what the display says. Oh, we got this nice big clear pocket. How cool. Coming up on target altitude, 4,500. We'll see if we get better performance up there. Oh, look at that. I got that torque right on the edge. Right in that last box. Pushing temperature up into the last box, too. I better watch this for the next couple of minutes. Make sure it doesn't keep climbing. We're in this pretty good climb. Maybe I'll bring that down just a hair. Help that engine take a load off for a second, because, yeah, torque is climbing. It's definitely climbing just a little bit. Alright, do a little navigation here. Looks like we're on a 330 to the beacon at a net island. Whoa! What just happened? I must have been flying on nav. I did not know that. No, autopilot still on. That was very strange. I'm certain I was on heading, actually. Look. There it is, right there. It just fell off. How strange. Alright, got her locked in again. Just gonna wing waggle a little bit though. Whoa, watch this! This is uncommanded by the autopilot. Look at that. Taking control. Uncommanded, massive roll. Like it's still on nav, like it thinks it's on nav. Look at that, it's trying to line up the needle. It sure as shit, it is not, I tell you. Alright, I just disconnected autopilot entirely. Took the master reset off the stick to get control over, so I'm just going to fly her manually from here. That's what happens, these autopilots sometimes just kind of crap the bed. I'll be darned if I know why. Because what I did is I turned this course heading. Unless I bumped it, it's possible, just a little finger slip. But I turned this course heading just to like track the VOR, but I wasn't even navigating off that at the time. Yeah, right, that's right. And I've had it happen in the Diamond too. These autopilots. You know, I almost think I might be failing them because I had that, I don't know if you were here for that earlier, I had an audio issue in my stream area, so I had to turn off duplicating echo, and then when I got back I kicked the stick or something and put her in a nosedive. And she almost broke apart. Honestly, I pulled her out 10 knots over speed. So, I don't know if I'm breaking these autopilots because I'm just beating the crap out of them or what. I know they're pretty sensitive. Yeah, that's probably the right answer, right? Don't you have to enable failures. I don't know how failures work in the game. I never even touched the system or the setting for it, but I've never experienced a failure. So I'm guessing I have to like opt in and say I want this to happen during the flight. Or is it still randomized? I'm not sure how the mechanism works. Let's try it again. I'm going to try and turn the autopilot back on. Okay, synchronize heading. We'll take an out hold. On. She's flying, she's flying. There she goes, drifting right off. Okay, she's coming back. How about that? Managed to reset it. I'll be darned if I know what I'm doing wrong. But probably right, probably the same. That's what I said last time about the Garmin's though. And I was wrong. That was me. 100%. Well, just gonna have to find this place. I'm not sure I've ever landed here before. Looks like it's right in this curve. Doesn't have any beacons or anything. It's probably not gonna have any lights. But it's 4 1,900 feet long. It's on 122.7 too, so we can start talking to him. And yeah, it looks like it's right at the river, right where the river breaks out of this. So I can actually see right there. Getting pretty close. Dang, I forgot that frequency. 22.7? Yeah, 122.7.
Charlie
it
Zulu
takes a
Mike
long
Tango,
time to get
traffic
through that
Cessna
menu.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 21 miles east, 3,900 feet inbound to land, runway 13.
Oh, getting caught up with you here, Forrest. Hang on. You uninstalled for now? Oh my goodness. I don't think I could ever uninstall this sim. I love it too much. It'll get better. You know, give them time. As long as Microsoft keeps funding it, and as long as we keep buying stuff, right? Buying modules and stuff, the money will come. And I'm completely off DCS. I've only had 1 day flying on the Syria map because I've been too wrapped up in this one. But that Syria map is tight, and I'm going to do a bunch of Harrier flying there, I hope. Get some helicopter flying, I hope. Really excited about that. And props to Blue Flag. If you guys don't know about Blue Flag, I mean, they are going to have a really cool map and a cool server for the Syria map. I've been watching their streams. They've got a channel, and like he's just doing some really cool stuff for XCOM is his name. He's doing a bunch of really cool stuff for like the logistics and how everything's going to link together, and missions, and you know, it's going to be a lot more of a chess match in there. Like the strategy is going to be all over the place. It's almost like dynamic campaign kind of stuff. I'm pretty impressed. I think I'm picking up the beacon. Let me move my head here. Yeah, we got it. I keep trying VR, and I'm a resolution snob. I'm on 4Ks, and I just can't do it. I can't do the graininess. But it's awesome. If I'm wanting to train in a glider sim, you guys would see me do Aerofly, and I do ridge stuff. If I want it to be as real as possible, I put the VR on. If I want that sensation of being in the glider, so it's definitely the future. Don't get me wrong. I'm just waiting for that. I haven't messed with my Rift in months, and even then I was just testing to make sure it still worked. I'm a track IR dude, I guess, from the old days. The old days. Oop. Speaking of which, it's getting all wonky. All right. Start a descent pretty high up here. Let's get down to 2,000. 25 to keep it per the requirements or suggestions. Watch this. I'm going to flip this course knob again. Let's see if it wigs things out. So to confirm, I'm on heading, vertical speed, heading, autopilot, vertical speed. If I mess with this, it shouldn't do anything, right? Yep, just fine. That's exactly what I did last time, and it just wigged out. Miles out to a net, maybe 70 to catch a can. I'll probably bump the time back just so we have some daylight for the whole flight. Bump it back about 15 minutes. Or just let it ride if you guys want to ride in the dark. Guess we'll see how it goes. Aspect ratios, I totally know what you're talking about, Forrest. The key to that is a big screen. Look at my setup in my profile, and you'll see like I've got about a 95-degree field of view in front of me, and it's not VR, but it's somewhere between that and a desktop monitor. It makes a big difference, in my opinion. Get a big 4K screen. They're cheap too. Cheap TVs. They're like $400. Get a good one for maybe 5 or 6 if you want to spend a little more, but you don't have to. Make sure to do 60 frames and stick it as close to your face as you dare. I've got mine about finger lengths out to my middle finger. That's how far the screen is to me. Yep, that's it, Forrest. That's it. But that's okay, man. You got VR. I can understand why you'd would want to play. I played this on my laptop, and it's fun. It's a totally different kind of game, man. It's not such a simulator as is, I don't know, like a puzzle game. All right, start descending here. I think I'm gonna land. Looks like they want me to land from the left. So that'd be about a runway 34. I think that's what I picked. No, it's not. It's like the runway...
Charlie Zulu Mike Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on base runway 13.
That was a missed call. Select a runway on 31. Here we go. Well, now it's crosswind. Getting the pattern right away.
Charlie Zulu Mike Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on crosswind runway 31.
Breaking the autopilot. Alright, inertial SEP's coming open in case we hit a bird. Get the boost pump on. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And ignition's already good to go, I believe. I think I'm supposed to put it on. It's on normal, but I'm going to make sure it's on for safety. For full ridge, going full prop pitch. Traffic. Looks clear. No idea on the winds. There's a sock right there. Okay, okay. We may not want to land 3-1. We may want to pick the other runway. Menus.
Charlie Zulu Mike Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on upwind runway 13.
Oh yeah. Gonna butter the bread, that's right. Alright, flaps coming down. flaps. Traffic winds. Airspeed. We're going to come in nice and gingerly at 60 knots. We'll bring it in real slow. Flaps are full. Undercarriage down and welded. Trim is good.
Charlie Zulu Mike Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on final runway 13 to land.
Spiking the engine when I do that. Got to figure out how to do that better.
Charlie Zulu Mike Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is clear of the runway.
Alright, we're just going to check fuel. We're not going to shut her down. And get going, make the next hop. See if we can do it with what daylight we got left. We're going to take off downwind. Fuel looks good. Let's check a couple other things here. I got a problem with my view system all of a sudden. I'm not sure what that's all about. That's better. I forget. Got all this stuff to on. I think I can turn off the fuel boost, for instance. Where is it? Right there. Still learning her. Like I say, my view's all weird. Hang on a second. Let me reset it. It's a little better. Let's see, ignition. To norm. That's what the other one was. Okay. Okay, we're good. Checking. Yep, 3-1.
Charlie Zulu Mike Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taking off runway 31 departure to the north.
Okay, power full. Flaps half. Nope. There we go. Rolling. Alright, autopilot's flying. Watching power levels. Yeah, somehow I've adjusted my forward position a little bit. Let's see if I can fix it. We may be able to squeak over there with a little daylight. This is going to be a nice hop. Okay, so we were going to track that VOR straight in. So I'm going to lock that course. We're not picking it up. Interesting. That's okay. We'll get it in a minute. I have my flaps on. Let's get the nose down a little bit. Pick up some speed, speed, speed. Get that wing working for us. Yeah, the 208 is, she's amazing. I had no idea what I was missing out on. This is definitely my favorite plane in the game now. The Dare will always be a sweetheart to me because she's so gentle and so easy to fly, but this one's got so much character. I'm having a time of my life flying it, and a float version would just knock my socks off. Someone's got to be thinking of it. Picked up the VOR, locking in the course, switching to nav. What settings was I running on? Let me think about that. It's 4K. I'm getting about 30 frames a second right now, believe it or not. But it's smooth, right? It's a slow enough game that it's nice and smooth. The only time I really have a problem is when I'm flying out over like lots of terrain that's very complicated, or buildings, lots of buildings. Look at this, we're just gonna make a full 360 on that VOR. That didn't catch. It didn't catch. Alright. I gotta fly for a minute. Let's see, other settings. I'm in like the high range. Level of detail is probably about 60% on the slider. And kind of high in general, not ultra for sure. Hoping to get one of those sweet new cards when they come out, like in 2 days. The 2080. Wish I knew where I could go get one right off the shelf. Alright, I'm lining up that VOR. Okay, cranking the L. Getting dark. We're going to climb so we can see a little bit better. The higher we are, the better we'll see. Get her up to 12 or something for this hop. How about that? Really cook it. So we're headed just slightly west, so we'll go with an odd, or rather an even, excuse me. So we'll go with 10.5 because we're VFR. Lock in the needle on the nav. Climb at 1,000. Gonna really step on it here for a minute. Got fuel to burn. Yep, here we go. Lighting the burners. Light the cans. She's going to oscillate a little bit. It'd be pretty to watch her flailing in the wind a little bit here. Oops. Lock my head tracker. over revving by 1 RPM. Bring it back up a little. And she's pretty healthy in the climb, holding speed at 136. And let's see what the DME says. 55 miles, another 10 past that for Ketchikan. Making 134 knots, indicated a true of 143. So that puts us there in about 25 minutes. See what the daylight holds for that. Like I say, climbing into it will give us a little bit better light, especially over that cloud berm over there. Close the initial separator now. Gotta get that on my checklist when I'm on the way out. Leaving power on the table there. I'm not sure about this this thing I'm doing on my approaches. I know on some of these birds it's good to put the ignition in a more robust mode, right? So I'm taking ignition from normal to auto, and I'm putting the fuel pumps on, which is making the engine, if anything, tend towards being more rich, right? Which means I could put her, but I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? It seems counterintuitive to me, but I think that's what I've seen you do in propeller planes. And obviously a turbine's a totally different deal, but got to read up the POH, and then I will know. Look at those beautiful Lennies out there, just beautiful. Be so cool if there's like a killer whale out here. More fishing boats would be neat too. $6,700. Might not want to get a whole lot higher actually. There's a layer up there. Gonna want to stay underneath it. Let's flatten her out here for a minute. Let her run at this altitude. She'll like that. 6.5 is what we want. Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's like designed to be left on, right? So in case there's a spit in the engine, like at least the ignition is ready to reignite it. That makes sense. But yeah, the fuel pumps could be wrong, especially with the turbine, right? It could be not a good idea. I think of the Diamond, I saw a video of a guy flying a real one. This is where I got this idea. Yeah, this guy, he owns a Diamond 40, and he's on final, and on his checklist was to turn on the dang fuel pump, the same one you use when you start it up. I thought, huh, now that's a propeller pane, this is a turbine. Maybe you don't want to add fuel. I guess it just pressurizes the system. If there's a spurt in the fuel, just make sure you get a whole bunch more through the system. It doesn't stop hitting the engine. That's probably why you want it. Cooking the RPM a little bit here. A couple RPMs over here. I'm at full prop pitch. I think I'll pull it back actually. See what I can do in this descent. The smaller RPM. Oh yeah, look at that torque. Can put a lot of torque into it. Just picking up speed too. 40 miles out, getting dark. Definitely gonna get a nice lit up runway. Starting the descent. Let's get down to, I'm gonna try 4,000. Yeah, this is the good job. Guys get to do this for their living. You got to figure it out. Imagine if you owned one of these bad boys, just lived out of it like a RV. That's the way to see the world right there. If you don't mind sleeping in hangars on people's couches. I suppose you can make a pretty decent living quarters inside. Gotta get your $3 million first to buy one, I'm sure. That'd be my guess. You know what these go for, Forrest? I have no idea. Alright, I haven't planned this altogether great. We haven't descended fast enough. I'm gonna create a little more aggressive descent here. Pulling the power. Okay, you looked it up? Wow. Thank you for looking that up. I'm going to save that for sure. Appreciate that. This is not what I intended to go dark. Just going to have to pray my navigation was true for this descent. How are we doing on distance? 30.4 straight out. Coming down to altitude 4,000. We gotta turn down these displays a little bit. Pushing the power back up. And back on nav. Getting pretty dark out there. $650,000 for a Caravan? Are you kidding me? What a bargain! What a bargain! Used to, huh? Guess that didn't last long. When they started selling them 3 times faster than they could build them, they said, huh, maybe we're onto something here. Maybe we got a winner. $50 miles out to the beacon. No, that's not right. 25. Yeah, 25. So this is 50 across this whole map. And looking good. I think I'm going to descend just a little further. See if I can get a little bit more light on the bird. Get down to 2,000. It's going to be pretty dark, I think, for the rest of the flight. Okay, let's try that. 2,000. Should have left 10 minutes sooner. Stars are out. Well, this is going to be a bit of a navigation challenge. I kind of surmise. Got to do it all in the dark. So coming in on a net here, we're going to go right overhead the beacon, and then we're going to set. I'm going to presume we're landing this direction. I'll change the plan if I need to. I'm going to presume we're going to land 2-8, I think that is. So 3-3 will put us on the approach, clear in the water all the way from the beacon. Checking altitudes here. Looks like we got max altitude 234 right there on that peak. I think I better terminate this descent. Take altitude right here, thank you very much. And I'm going to duplicate this beacon. Oops. It's twice I did that. 117.1. And I'm gonna switch to heading. CDI, AOR2, we're gonna want 330 out of that beacon. Oops, just crank my barometric pressure. Get it back to standard. It was 0.92. I don't like that the barometric pressure and the course knobs are on the same stinking stem. I do this all the time. Okay, cool. So switching back, BR1, straight in, navigate right to it, and 15 miles out, 16, getting close. Last vestiges of light. It's going to be definitely a dark landing. I wasn't hoping for that. I I think that'd be pretty scary, being out in the middle of nowhere like this and just relying on your navigation. It'd be really fun though once you get the hang of it. But holy smokes, I don't want to go down in the North Pacific at night. That's when you'd be like, man, I saw some killer whales about 20 miles back there. I gotta get out of the water. Checking on everything. I think we can push the power up a little bit. Pick up 10 knots. There's Ketchikan right there. So we're going to catch this beacon and then hook left for the approach to Ketchikan, which I should pull up the frequencies for right now. Looks like Ned Island doesn't have a frequency here for this airport. No, it does, I'm sorry. Unicom 122.9. Ketchikan, I bet just same. 121.2. Or what? No, 122.95. That's what the Ketchikan frequency is. I'll have them both dialed in here. 122. Very cold, man. You're right. They are very cold. And let's see if we get the automated weather. Pretty sure there is one. 134.45.
Papa Alpha Kilo Tango automated weather observation 0300 Zulu. Wind 249 or 20. Visibility 6. Sky condition 1,700 feet scattered, 8,000 feet scattered. Temperature 15 dew point, 13 C, altimeter 299 or 2.
Okay, confirmed altimeter. I would have hear those winds again.
Papa Alpha
And
Kilo Tango automated weather observation
layers.
0300 Zulu. Wind 249 or 20. Visibility 6. Sky condition 1,700 feet scattered, 8,000 feet scattered. Temperature 15 dew point, 13 C, altimeter 299 or 2.
Alright. Here's airport list. Ketchikan. Select a runway. Winds were 2-4, I believe. Check them on the GPS here. Yeah. Close enough. So that's the right runway. And let them know we're coming.
Papa Alpha Kilo Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf.
Going right
Sierra
over the
2,
beacon
4
now.
miles south,
5 miles.
3,300
Gonna be in the
feet
approach
inbound to
really
land,
soon.
runway 29er.
I'm gonna bring the landing lights on early. Hey, take care, Forrest. Yeah, I'm finishing it up too. Can land and go kick it with the kiddos for a little bit. Really want to get in some flying today, though. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate your support, sir. Alright, crossing over the beacon now. So I'll switch her to VOR2. And hopefully she'll just fly right on. Let's see. Looking good. That nav fell off again. That's okay. I think she'll straighten it out now. Okay. That runway looks pretty low. Better check the map on that altitude. I don't know if it's perched up there or what. I bet it is at sea level because it's right by the water, but looks like the terrain's 2,500. Yeah, it's at sea level practically, 92. Okay, synchronizing heading, switching over. And I'll start a little descent. Have to be careful, there's some terrain out here. GPS says I'm okay, but better be safe than sorry. Yeah, crank heading just a little right. So I get a better angle on the approach. And we'll just call it a base, extended base all the way in. It's looking pretty good.
Papa Alpha Kilo Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on base runway 29er.
There she is, all lit up for us. I'm gonna take it manual from here. Full pitch. Alright, pulling the separator. Ignition is not required. Set power as required for landing. Seatbelts, harnesses, secure fuel selectors. Left on, right on. Fuel condition lever, high idle propeller control lever. Max forward, yep. Radar standby off, autopilot off. Okay, we can do that. Checklist done. Okay, so now I'll do the regular checklist, which is traffics. I can assume it's clear. I'll make the call.
Papa Alpha Kilo Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is on final runway 29er to land.
Winds are quartering from the left. Just about ready to bring the flaps down. There's full flaps. Adjusting pitch, adding power. Flying right into that headwind right now. So I'll get lined up and then I'm going to throw her into a left slip. I feel like I'm landing the space shuttle here. All these lights. She's coming in hot like a shuttle, that's for sure. I'm high on the approach.
500.
Verify full flaps. Verify checklist. Verify speed. Ooh, a little turbulence. Just bump the power a little bit to get through the wind shear, and now I'm going to pull it back. I think we're on the approach pretty well. Bringing the slip out. Alright, flaps in. Didn't even have to use the reversers. Oh, this big long runway. She's 7,500 feet long.
Alpha Kilo Tango traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is clear of the runway.
Well, that was fun. I wish I'd gotten here when there was just a little more light. Just because it's such a pretty place to land. But I'm definitely not going to shake a stick at the fact I had to do a real good instrument landing. That always just is thrilling and really exciting. So just excellent flying. Really enjoyed it. You know, a couple near catastrophes avoided somehow. But all in all, just lots of fun. And I got to really hand it to the Caravan. I was kind of throwing her under the bus with the Garmin issues, blah, 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 blah. I feel like an idiot that I'm the one that was making the mistake on that knob. It's just a great plane, and it's probably my favorite one in the sim now. Find ourselves a parking spot. A whole bunch of these Cessnas here. Alright, these guys look like the kind of guys might be expecting us. Some luggage and some fishing equipment. Set the parking brake. Got all the information off the maps. Kill those. We can kill the engine now. Go ahead and turn the fuel pump off. I want to see if that kills the engine. Don't think so, though. Alright. Chopping her. And just bring the flaps up. Oh, yeah, I already did on the runway. That was the right time to do that. Avionics off. Try that again. And battery off. Huh. And that's that. You guys probably can't even see me. Thanks for watching. Lots of fun. Try that Caravan. She's a sweetheart. I'll see you guys next time.